Look at your chin. Now picture a dog, a cat, a gorilla, or even a Neanderthal. None of them have one. In fact, out of every species that has ever lived on Earth, only modern humans have a true bony chin. Not chimpanzees, not our closest extinct relatives. Just us. And for over 100 years, scientists have been arguing about why this is strange. It sounds like a small detail, barely worth noticing. But anatomically, the chin is bizarre. Most bones in the body exist because they serve a clear purpose: support, protection, movement. The chin doesn't obviously do any of that. It isn't needed for chewing. It isn't needed for speech. And yet it's one of the most defining features of the human face. This strange little structure has puzzled anatomists, evolutionary biologists, and anthropologists for generations. Charles Darwin himself wrote about it, and more than a century later, scientists still don't fully agree on why it exists. Comparison to other hominins. To understand how unusual the chin is, it helps to look at our ancestors. Neanderthals, who lived alongside early humans for thousands of years, had heavy brow ridges and powerful jaws, but no chin. Homo erectus didn't have one either. Even early Homo sapiens fossils show the chin developing gradually, becoming more pronounced over tens of thousands of years. So somewhere in our evolutionary history, something changed, and scientists have proposed several competing explanations. Theory 1. Diet and jaw size. The most widely discussed theory involves diet. As early humans began cooking food and using tools to process meat and plants, chewing became easier. Softer food meant smaller jaw muscles, and over generations the jawbone itself grew smaller and less robust. But as the jaw shrank, something interesting happened. The chin didn't shrink along with it. Some researchers believe the chin is essentially a structural leftover, bone that remained in place even as the rest of the jaw reduced in size around it. Theory 2. Mechanical stress. A second theory focuses on mechanics. Every time we bite, chew, or speak, mechanical stress travels through the jaw. Some scientists argue the chin evolved to reinforce the front of the jaw, helping it absorb and distribute these repeated forces without cracking or weakening over time. Under this theory, the chin isn't a leftover at all. It's an adaptation, shaped by the physical demands of everyday use. Theory 3. Social evolution and hormones. A third, more surprising theory connects the chin to hormones, specifically testosterone. Facial bone structure is known to be influenced by hormone levels, particularly during puberty. Higher testosterone tends to produce more robust, angular facial features. Lower testosterone tends to produce softer, smaller ones. Some anthropologists argue that as human societies became more cooperative and less driven by physical aggression, average testosterone levels gradually declined across generations. This shift, they suggest, may have reshaped the human face, including the emergence of a more prominent chin as an unintended side effect of humans becoming a more social, less confrontational species. Theory 4. Spandrel theory. There's also a more technical idea in evolutionary biology called a spandrel, a trait that isn't the direct target of natural selection, but simply emerges as a byproduct of other changes happening nearby. Under this view, the chin may not have been selected for at all. It might just be what's left when several unrelated evolutionary pressures, diet, skull shape, jaw size, all shift at once. Why no consensus? With so many competing explanations, why hasn't science settled on one answer? Part of the problem is that the chin developed gradually over an enormous span of time, and fossil evidence from this period is limited. Small changes in bone structure are difficult to trace precisely, and multiple factors were likely happening simultaneously, not in isolation. This means the chin may not have a single cause at all. It could be the result of several overlapping pressures working together: diet, mechanics, and social evolution, combining in ways that are incredibly difficult to separate, even with modern research tools. Modern research. Today, researchers continue to study the chin using CT scans, 3D modeling, and comparisons across hundreds of skulls, both human and prehistoric. Some newer studies suggest the chin may play a small role in facial recognition and social signaling, helping other humans quickly identify facial expressions and emotional cues. If true, this would mean the chin isn't just a leftover of evolution, but something that continued to serve a subtle social function long after it first appeared. Conclusion. The truth is, no single theory fully explains the human chin. Result of a smaller jaw, mechanical reinforcement, hormonal shifts, and pure evolutionary chance, all layered on top of each other over hundreds of thousands of years. Closing. It's a strange thought. One of the most ordinary, unremarkable parts of your face might be one of evolution's most genuinely unresolved mysteries. Every other feature on your body seems to have a clear job, but the chin sits there, quietly defying easy explanation. So the next time you glance in the mirror, remember, you're looking at something no other species, living or extinct, has ever fully had. And even now, scientists still aren't completely sure why.